Hey, enthusiasts, what's happening? This is Salty Language, episode 653.
Sexiest podcast on a network. Hi, Brian.
Hey,
Hey,
Tony.
coming in smooth and slow.
Yeah, like an NPR podcast. Welcome back to Salty Language. I'm Brian, and joining me as always is Tony. And this week we decided we were gonna. I can't keep doing that.
That's fair. That's
Just
fair.
stuff. I don't know how anybody can do
I
that.
don't know. What would our NPR show be called? Like No, not language.
Yeah, it'd be another word for
Yeah.
language.
Like saline lingo or something. I don't know. I got nothing. Yeah.
Probably.
I got nothing over here.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Here we go again. Happy hump day, man.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, coming in a little late this week because I basically got zero sleep Monday night into Tuesday, which was awesome.
Well, time change. Well, that's my excuse for Monday was time change.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of fuckered up from it.
Yeah, I don't think it was that much for me. I think it was the weather change is what got me. Because it got really warm in my room, and then my head started hurting, and yeah, it was a whole mess of shit.
Whole situation.
Yeah, even today, like I'm pretty congested today, and it's funny because yesterday and today, gorgeous days.
Beautiful, beautificent.
Tomorrow it's supposed to start getting colder, and we're gonna have rain and all that stuff. Like tomorrow's the day you'd think I'd be miserable, but nah, probably not.
These things happen.
Silly. Like I was telling you, I needed to go out today and didn't, and now I'm gonna regret that.
Now you're gonna pay the price.
Yeah, either that or I'll just wait another day. But it's like I think each day that you wait from this point toward the weekend, it's gonna get colder.
Right.
So it's like, do you want to go out when it's 50 and raining, or do you want to go out when it's like 39 and clear?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I hate the rain because I'm so over it, but at the same time, I like the warm.
Yeah. Well, when it's raining, though, it usually doesn't feel as warm. A lot of times it kind of feels like cold rain, but whatever. I'll figure it out.
It's cold rain time again.
I don't think that's how the song goes.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe it is.
I mean, it is now because they're old men.
Yeah, I don't think they're really knocking back gin like they were in those days.
I think so.
Well, 1870s or whatever when they started.
When they were a minstrel group. Yes.
Yeah. It's like, have you ever seen pictures of Jimi Hendrix when he was playing guitar in like James Brown's band? It's so wild because he looks so different because he's in a suit and all that shit. And then, but it's like, this is not the Jimi Hendrix we're used to, in the headband and the hippie shit. And
you talking early Kiss was on stage just in suits, but the face paint.
Right. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Harmonizing and shit.
Yeah, doing 4-part harmonies. They weren't playing instruments. They were just singing
doo-wop.
Yeah.
I would love to see a illustration of like Kiss, but a barbershop quartet with like the like flat billed hats and the suspenders and shit, and those weird like arm garters. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Gene Simmons still spit fire.
Oh, accurate. And
it was a little weird, but
and preyed on the underage.
Well,
allegedly.
He is a piece of shit. So allegedly.
No, he's definitely a piece of shit. I don't think you have to allege that.
Yeah.
There's enough out there.
Yeah. I mean, I made that clear years ago. I don't know if you remember, we did an episode where it was right after he had made a comment that basically suicidal people should just kill themselves. And I was like, yeah, he can go fuck all the parts of himself. I'm pretty much done with him from here. Go. So, yeah. Asshole.
Mini Kiss, though. They rule.
Yeah. Now, a Mini Kiss barbershop quartet.
Now we're talking. Now that's entertainment.
Yeah. That's what the people want.
Yes. Where do they find such little hats and little arm garters?
They custom make them.
If you got Mini Kiss money, you can You can probably order off the right side of the menu.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's funny we joke about that, but I'm sure they've done well because they're like sanctioned.
That's true.
You know, so and they've been around a long time.
I guess I should pull up Mini Kiss so anyone who's watching the YouTubes or listening has no idea what we're talking about. Could check us out on Salty Language on YouTube. So the YouTubes, goddamn. My tongue, it's fat.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, fucking A, yeah. Get the browser going here, boys. Hell yeah, Mini Kiss. It's like, I don't know. I think I'd like to see Mini Kiss at least once.
Yeah, I would too. Yeah, if they came through here, it'd be something. I mean, as long as tickets weren't like insane, I'd be like, let's do this.
God damn.
So, can you imagine the people watching for that? Would be amazing.
I'm not sure who this is in frame on the YouTube video where it says Detroit Rock City, but this member of Mini Kiss has got some fucking cake. One giant ass.
Well, that was the first requirement to join
Good
the band,
Lord.
you know? Give the people what they want.
I guess,
you know?
man.
People coming for
some cake. Oh my God, I can't even imagine. Like, all right, I'm gonna say something horrible. I should just stop.
Yeah, just probably stop that.
I guess I just don't know how you walk down this path of becoming just a tribute band.
I don't know, but they've done.
I mean,
like I said, they've
done well with it.
So, yeah, or seemingly done well. I mean, I guess we've never seen it behind the music.
That's true.
It, but you know, it could be a tragic, horrible story.
It probably
but,
is in some fashion.
Yeah.
Mini Kiss, what can't you do?
That's what we need to do. Is we need a behind the music series on tribute bands, but the like big ones, the official like
the official tribute band of whatever.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, because Kiss has, was it Kiss Army? I think's the
official
one, but I'm pretty sure they're cool with Mini Kiss too.
I mean, how could you not be?
Yeah,
you know? They're adorable.
It would be really fun to talk with some of those bands about, you know, some of the stories that they've had from being the tribute bands.
It's not just a band; it's a tribute.
You know, Tales from the Road. Let's just lock up.
Yeah, for a millisecond. I don't know if you could...
Yeah, I was like, everything looked fine, and then I was like, oh, Tony's not moving.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I had like a Brian remix for a second there. It was pretty dope. Remix!
Oh, boy. Looks like we're going to have issues.
Of course we are. Why wouldn't we?
Yeah.
It's hump day. Yeah. Everyone's on the internet right now.
Right. Yeah, it's jumping.
Brian, I have a solution to this problem. So not the guy next to me, but the house on the corner. It's for sale. Yeah. You and your mom.
Nice.
Get over here. Then we don't have to worry about this silly Skype bullshit.
You're right. That would be a nice answer. I was gonna say a mega mansion with a, you know, where we can each have a wing in it, and then there's like a studio wing also.
Well, if we could get this, you know, patreon.com/salty language thing going,
right?
Maybe we can have, you know, the house that Salty built or something.
Yes. Just out front, instead of having a water fountain, it's like a big salt shaker, but water comes out of it.
Exactly. I love it.
Good plan.
Thank you. Sometimes, Brian, this brain, it does stuff.
Yo, MTV, welcome to Salty Cribs.
Yeah, yo. And this is where the magic happens.
Yep.
It's just the grill.
Yeah. The toilet.
Yeah, the toilet. Oh, man. So how's it been, Brian? Besides sleeping like shit the past few days.
Yeah, that's been the worst part. Whatever. I mean, it's just been kind of boring, honestly. I played some more Chicken Police after you and I played. God, I forgot the name of the game already.
Deep Rock Galactic.
Thank you.
Rockin' Stone. Rockin' Stone.
This was fun. I really enjoyed playing that.
That was a good time.
But then after that, yeah, I was like, well, I'm gonna, dive in. I thought Chicken Police had 3 chapters in the story, so I got through the second one, and I'm like, I started the third one, and I was like, whatever, I'm gonna finish the game, And then I realized there's actually a 4th part to the story, and I was like, it's like 4 a.m. I think I'm good.
Dude, if you platinum Chicken Police, you'll be my hero forever.
In order to platinum that, you've probably got to play it multiple times.
Probably.
Because I was looking at a walkthrough on it, and like there's achievements for, like, one of the achievements is for basically getting, I think it's like a Frank Drebin level detective when you interrogate somebody. So basically means you just drop the bag,
Nice.
And then there's one for getting like all of them like 90% or better or something like that. So you almost have to, well, I guess because if you Frank Drebin it, you could replay it probably. So you'd need to know going into the game that there's certain things that you could do and redo to get, like apparently I didn't know this. There's a section in it where you're in a car chase and you have to shoot at the other car. And apparently if you're just really bad at it multiple times, there's an achievement for it.
Of course there is.
But and I failed it like once, and then I got it on the next try. So, and I didn't, then when I read about it later, I was like, oh, if I would have known that, I would have just, thrown it a couple of times to get the achievement. But so I don't think I'll be platinuming it, but
Boo.
yeah. Well, like I said, if I had known going in,
right,
that's the way some of the stuff worked, I would have gone for it.
Fucking Chicken Police. We love Chicken Police. Oh, Brian froze up on my end. Oh no. Skype, why must you hate us so hard?
Yeah, there we go. We're back.
The gods of Skype, Brian.
No, it's all trying to catch up. Yeah.
It's like
I don't think it's Skype. I think it's the internet.
I'm blaming Skype.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's our provider.
Yeah, no, Buckeye really is the worst, and I really wish we had better options, but we don't.
Yeah.
Insert picture of beating dead horse.
Dude, I don't know how far you played into Chicken Police.
Not super far.
Okay.
It was kind of freaking me out, I'll be honest.
It gets even weirder, dude. If you had been in the mindset you were in that night and played it as far as I have, it would have really weirded you out.
I don't know if I can handle it, dude. I don't know if I can handle it, bro.
I mean, you visit a brothel in it.
What? Chicken horse?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing too scandalous there, but you're more just investigating.
Yeah,
but,
that's what he tells his ex-lady or something.
Yeah,
I was investigating.
Yeah. But it's fucking weird, dude. I don't know. It's a really weird game. Again, the only real complaint I have, it's kind of some of the dialogue and stuff is fun and goofy in it. The real complaint I have is that you really don't do much except just point the cursor and hit X. Like you're not really doing anything.
Yeah, I feel like that would be way better to play on like a computer where you could just click around with the mouse and and it probably is like an OG like Steam game that just like, oh, let's port this to PlayStation and
it could be, right? Yeah. So I said it's just you're just sitting there with your controller and you're just like, like hit the button for dialogue, until you get into the interrogations, you don't really, you basically have to ask, what the game tells you to. When you get in the interrogations, then you can do whatever you want, basically. But I'll be honest, I usually look up what to ask so that I further the story the way I want to.
Yeah, fair enough.
I just, because I'm more just, I'm trying to get as many achievements as I can, but I'm also, like I said, I jumped into looking at the walkthrough way too late to get to platinum it, unless I go and do another playthrough, which is not going to happen. So,
yeah, because we got mining and bugs to kill.
Well, also, I mean, my PlayStation Plus runs out in like
let's
a week.
Let's not focus on the bad stuff.
So, well, no, I'm saying I got to finish Chicken Police before.
That's true.
So I can't worry about another playthrough. I got to get through the first one.
Okay, fair enough.
To get all I can get off.
Man, what the hell are we gonna do when your PlayStation Plus runs out?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I might extend it for a few
How are we
months.
gonna EDF / Rock and Stone?
Oh, I know. I might have to just bite the bullet and buy one of them.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I think there's a big sale right now. I just saw it on Reddit, which I always look, and then I'm like, I'm not gonna buy this stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why whenever PlayStation sends me a thing and they're like, huge sale, and I go to look and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, you got like 19 games you've never started.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, what are you doing?
Fair enough.
Plus all those PlayStation Plus games I could go play.
Yeah.
And I don't mean the upgraded one. I just mean the ones that you
the
get
free
for
monthly
free.
ones, and
Yeah, there's tons of those games I've not started, so it's like I don't need to do this.
I mean, if I were, your financial advisor here, and I would say the best game for a long-term investment would probably be Deep Rock Galactic, because it seems like they keep updating it for free.
Yeah.
But for pure nonsense, EDF 5, of course.
Well, and EDF 6 is supposed to come out.
Well, that'll
year,
be like if they're smart, they'll be like a $40 to $50 game, but unless it's amazing, which it won't be. It'll be amazing in its own right, but it won't be $70 amazing.
No, oh God, I'd hope not. I would not pay $70 for one of those.
It's got to be really impressive if it is.
Yeah, it would have to be redesigned to be like, a Helldivers killer, kind of a situation.
Good luck on that one.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't think that's gonna happen. So
that game's become the perfect storm of like a fan base and the actual company get along so well with each other.
Yeah, it is pretty weird.
Yeah, it's very strange.
The company actually seems to care what the people...
Yeah, like listen to what the people say, and
Yeah, like actually apologized for stuff, and, it's...
Well, here's my favorite thing, is the premium, like the content you can get in it. It's called, they're called war bonds, right? Yeah. And so, I don't know if you ever play Call of Duty when they're doing seasons. Okay. Yeah. So, when you're playing the season, you're like, man, at this certain level is a skin that's pretty cool, or a gun I really want. Let me try to grind it out. And then you don't make it, and the season goes away, and that's it. You never get a chance to do it again. With this game, every time they put out a new set of war bonds, you still have access to all the old ones.
Oh, that's really
and it's
cool.
Like, oh, thank God,
I'd even be okay with it if they rotated it out in seasons, to where it's like, this is a summer skin and next summer it comes back.
Right.
I'd be okay with that, because like the wrestling game I play on my phone, they have like zombie themes, and like they do a summer one, and then they do it's because it's called Spring Outbreak, and then they do one in October, because
spooky season, Halloween. Yeah.
Right. So that like around this time of year, those of us on my team are like, don't put any resources into your zombies, because here in a couple months they'll have the Spring Outbreak probably, and you get way bigger bonuses for upgrading your guys during that time, right? So it's like, oh, okay. And then you also will have chances to get zombies that maybe you couldn't get last year, type of thing, because you just ran out of time.
Right.
So like I'd be okay with that. Even Diablo kind of did that too, But when stuff just goes away permanently, it's like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
Like, it's some chance. Put it somewhere else. Like, give me, have like a legacy store or something like that. Even if you raise the price once it hits the legacy store, I'd be like, okay.
Like when I bought my PS5, it came with the newest Call of Duty, right? And I, like, when I first got it, I'm like, all right. And I played decently. And that season was like the last prize you got. And I think it was for free and for premium, was a Spawn skin.
Oh,
and I'm like, oh, that'd be cool to have Spawn. And I tried. But I don't have enough time to play like that.
Yeah, you got to really grind that out.
So for guys like me that can't play for hours every day, the fact that they're not going to rotate shit out, I love that.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
It lets me pick up stuff that I want to get.
Yeah. Because like in that wrestling game I play, if you can go buy the stuff, during the time, like new character drops, you can try to grind out shards and eventually get enough to recruit the character, or you can just pay like $100 and buy it, and there's people who will just do that, and
in this economy.
and yeah, they still do. It's crazy. But yeah, I like that you can have a shot at grinding it out, even if it is really hard. It does suck, like in that game though, that like when the feature of the month is gone, it's a lot harder to get
that stuff,
that character again. Yeah, so like I've got one that's a really good character that I need like 15 shards for, and I haven't seen it pop back up anytime recently, and I'm like, man,
son of a bitch.
I'm so close.
I did see Garrett was on playing Helldivers earlier this week, but at the time I was just hopping on for like 20 minutes of gameplay and then going to bed. Or else I would have been like, suited up and done some shit with him.
Let's go. Yeah, spread some democracy.
Spread some democracy,
sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was going to Deep Rock Galactic.
Yeah, Rocket Stone.
So I looked at all the DLC for
it.
Right? All of the DLC is cosmetic.
Yeah, I kind of looked briefly at the packs they offered, and that's the assumption I got too, was it seemed all cosmetic.
There's a couple that are just like supporter packs, to where basically it's like, hey, help the supporters out by buying, basically throwing money at us, kind of a thing. And you do get some, you get some different shit for, like, you get the ability to order premium drinks at the bar and but it's nothing that does really anything, and it's like, I like that because that game, like when you and I played it, I love the fact that you level up your stuff you use based on using it, and you can find things and buy things to upgrade your situation as well. Like, I like the way it feels. I like the way that they kind of thought it out, to where it's like, hey, we're gonna, you get credit for playing the game. You can't just go buy the good shit.
Yeah, I mean, I guess for people that don't know what the fuck we're talking about, Deep Rock Galactic game, obviously, it's procedural. All the mines and shit you do, or the caves, are procedurally generated, which I love that shit. Yeah, and I believe the entire environment's destructible, which is cool.
Seems like it, yeah.
And it's basically like you're space dwarves, and you get launched into a cavern, and you have to mine a certain amount of resources, and of course you get attacked by, from what we've seen so far, just like bugs. But who knows what else the game might have up its sleeve?
Yeah, wouldn't shock if there's more. Yeah.
And it's pretty entertaining. And like I said, it's kind of got like Helldivers vibe to it, because I've been playing a lot of that, where you gotta, you can call in a certain amount of resources to resupply.
Yeah.
Only if you can pay for it, though.
Yeah, that's tough, because there were a couple times you and I ran out of although we weren't as smart the first go around. The second go around, we were a little smarter about our.
Well, we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. Let's be real.
Yeah. So,
and it seems like, from what I could tell, there's rare resources you can mine that you can use for crafting. And it's everything that I mine and you mine, we share.
Yeah,
we get equal amounts of each, which is cool. Because there's, once again, no loot goblin shit then. Because like if it was not shared, it would be like fist fighting over the gold and shit,
Yeah, I hate that so much in games. I love that, I love how games do, either shared loot or each screen gets their own loot.
Yeah.
However they do it, I much prefer that, because like you said, then it eliminates the because I remember, God, what was that called? Neverwinter, I think it was. I was playing for a little bit, and when you do a dungeon raid, the problem in that game is everybody wants to do the dungeon raid in like 2 seconds, because they just want to complete it,
right?
Basically, and they also want to be the first to like hit the enemy, the first to butt, because you get rewarded for that stuff. So meanwhile, I'm low level, so I'm exploring and grabbing any resources I can, and then they're yelling at me to hurry up because I'm not running fast enough. And I'm like, I'm trying to level up, yo. Like, if you just want to speed run, maybe just get a group of people that speed run.
Yeah. How about no?
So, and it sucks because like when you're free to play in Neverwinter, you get like 1 key a day, I think it is, for a dungeon. So you can't just keep running dungeons. You only have like 1 or 2 you can do at a time unless you earn or buy more. So it's like I want to get everything I can get out of this dungeon. Like I'm sorry you guys don't, but I do.
Yeah, like I'm trying to do shit here, yo.
Yeah, I'm trying to level up. I'm not just doing it to run it to get whatever. So anyway, because a lot of the stuff, once you've unlocked it, you run the same dungeon, you basically don't get, it doesn't help you at a certain point.
Right, for sure.
So
I guess I'm gonna just throw this out there because we're talking about Deep Rock Galactic, but if anybody is on PlayStation Network that we're buddies with that might want to play it, it's like $30. It's really not bad.
Yeah. No, that's why I thought about grabbing it because it's $30. There's no DLC that's necessary.
Yeah.
I did look at a couple, and there were a couple of them that I'm like, that's only like 2 something, because the some of the DLC at least was on sale. I don't know if it's still
like this Dawn of the Dread pack is 70% off. It's only like $2 right now.
Right, and I think you get kind of like zombie-looking dudes. It's kind of cool, but it's also very unnecessary. There's one they just released, I think, that's like a Tron one.
Doesn't where it doesn't say anything about crossplay, which kind of sucks because it means I can't play with my kids. Because they don't have PlayStations because they just suck, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
But yeah, just hint, hint, wink, wink. Any of our buddies that are on PlayStation Network, this is would be a fun game to play.
And like you said, it looks like a game that's going to be around for a little while.
So. I wouldn't mind having a full squad of dwarves rolling into a cave.
Yeah, I agree.
Some of those firefights got a little hairy.
Yeah. Well, also, it would help for mining purposes and stuff.
That's true too. But the firefights.
The firefights are more where I'm concerned about it. Yeah, for sure. But good fun though.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm glad dude at GameStop recommended it to me.
Yeah, it was good shit.
Yeah, because when I told him I couldn't play Helldivers because I don't have a PS5, and he was like, "Oh, you guys ought to play Deep Rock Galactic," and then he told me a little bit about it, but not a lot. But I was like, "Okay, I'm in."
Yeah, I did like the fact when we called in our supplies that it tunneled all the way through because we found the tunnel higher up in the cave. Right. So I was like, "What the fuck?" Oh.
Yeah, exactly. It actually destroyed the environment to get like we were like, can we jump this? Because otherwise you would have had to like shoot a
zip line across it.
Yeah, that's where the platform dude would be helpful
for sure. Yeah,
because he could probably just throw a platform across it and then we could just go. But we were able to jump it because dwarves are known for their jumping.
Dwarves and ups. Am I right?
You would think that would be a thing that would that's why you would need the rocket boots because dwarves shouldn't be known for jumping,
I mean, apparently the rocket boots are strictly for in-ship nonsense only. Oh, I'm guessing the internet crapped out again. God.
Oh, boy. Jesus, I know, right?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Sheesh.
Let me tell you about...
Anyway, so how you...
I mean, it's been pretty chill, most part. I got a disgusting ear update for anyone who's interested. I can't remember if I talked about my ears on the last podcast because I don't ever remember what we talk about.
You talked about it being plugged, and I think I made it because I think I talked about when I went to the doctor and got my ear flushed out, and it made all the difference. And then you and I talked about it, I think, while we were playing Deep Rock.
Because I woke up Saturday morning, and we played Deep Rock on Saturday, didn't we? I don't remember anymore.
I think so.
Okay, I don't know. It's all a blur, man.
Yeah, I don't either.
But yeah, because I played Helldivers Friday night. That's right. Okay, it's all coming back to me. So yeah, I woke up Saturday morning and I just couldn't hear. Like my left ear, I could not hear anything out of, and my right ear was like muffled, but I could hear a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, time to go to an urgent care. So I can't fucking do this anymore.
Right.
And one, I went to the urgent care in a fucking Kroger, and that was weird. The Kroger by me has this thing called the Little Clinic.
Oh my god.
You know?
Yeah.
And that was very strange, but it was the people were all very nice. And I told her, the lady, what was going on, and she's like, "Okay, well, let me look at your right ear since that's the one that's not so bad." And dude, the fucking gold nuggets she dug out of there.
Yeah.
And she said this one was, that was the better one. I was like, "Oh my god."
Right.
And dude, I can't.
Dude, you're an adult. If you don't want to eat your corn, just don't eat it. You don't have to cram it in your ears,
I don't know what happens to the human body when you get old. If you just start breaking down. But the amount of shit she pulled out of my skull.
Yeah.
And then I woke up, I was still sore, but I had a lot of crap going on in there, right?
Yeah.
And then Sunday I woke up and I was like, God, my ear still hurts. But I'm like, I had a lot of pressure, and I was thinking, well, maybe I fucked it up trying to get in there with the D-Brox and the water shooter and and then so Monday morning, wake up again, going to work, ready for work, and the whole side of my head felt just swollen. I'm like, dude, I got to have an ear infection. This sucks.
Yeah.
So I took some aspirin at work, and then it blew my nose, and I heard all those popping and cracking in the side of my head. And then as the day went on, my head felt better.
Like a dwarf just came through the other side.
Yeah. I don't know, something must have still been clogged up somewhere, because I know everything's connected.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel fine. It's my earlobe's still a little weird and tender, but all in all, I feel a million times better.
That's good. Yeah.
Because that's all. I was like, God damn it, I have an ear infection now, and I was,
dude, those
I was literally looking at my phone, because when I was trying to find an urgent care under my insurance, the one thing I noticed in my app was virtual doctor visit. So I'm Googling, can a virtual doctor prescribe antibiotics? And, I'm like, I don't want to go to after work and sit in a fucking urgent care. And thank God I didn't have to do any of that.
Yeah.
But well, God, it was gross. And I even asked the lady, I was like, is there anything I can do, maintenance-wise, so this doesn't happen again? And she's like, because, as soon as she, looked in my ear, she's like, do you, wear earplugs and work in a loud place? I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, okay. And then she told me, she's like, there's really not much you can do, but you can come in. She's like, some people come in every 6 months. Some people come in once a year and just.
Man, hold on.
What?
Okay, there we go.
Oh.
Jesus. It was just stretched it way out.
Hell yeah. Okay. No, she said some people come in every 6 months or a year and just get their ears just routinely done.
Yeah.
Because she's like, there's really no maintenance. Your body's just supposed to take care of it.
Yeah, your ears are supposed to drain naturally, and sometimes the drainage just doesn't work.
And it's I gotta I'm doing the over the ears down here because I'm trying to keep stuff out of my ears as much as possible, and I can get the muffs at work. Yeah. But in the summertime, dude, I'm gonna suffer. It's gonna be so hot with those things. So I'm thinking I'm gonna wait till the winter to get the muffs, and I'm just gonna deal with it and try to maintain my ears as best as I can. So I saw a lot of idiots online going put 2 drops of olive oil in there. Is that what they do in Italy? I don't know.
Dude, don't put anything in your ear that's not
weed whacker.
Or the idiots. And it's you can cause bad image. No, they use a candle, and there's something about, I think it's you drip the wax in your ear and then you pull the wax out or something. And it's this is
the ear really candles are a thing that Jeannie used to use, and they're hollow, right? Oh. And so you put them, you have to get a paper plate, and there's a mark on them. You put the plate there so hot wax doesn't drip on your fucking head, and then you stick it in your ear, and it's supposedly to suction, right? But there's been studies that are all the stuff that's inside an ear candle you get even when you burn it not in an ear. So it's all whack. It's all snake oil, son.
Yeah, it's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it was bunk, but yeah. Hey, actually, let's stop for a second and see if we can figure out this going on, because like every couple
All right,
minutes
fair
it's
enough.
getting bad.
Well, I'll just have to tie
Nice.
these together, I guess. Start a new one.
Way to go, way to go.
Yeah, after big tech fails, we're back, baby.
Yeah.
Don't know what we're talking about. Let's just move on.
Yeah, good call.
Oh yeah, I think I was talking about my stupid ears. They're gross. Moving on.
Yeah.
Speaking of my ears, my AirPods have been fucking up. That's not cool. I've had them for a long time though.
Yeah.
Like I have my right AirPod. It'll just be like nothing will happen. Like I'll have noise cancel on, enjoying life as usual, and then it'll be some random like loud noise will happen, and then my AirPod is just like, it's horrendous.
Well, it's canceling the noise.
Dude, it's the worst. And I've called people and they can hear it too. So it's definitely the microphone.
Yeah.
You know? And if you look at it, I think because they fall out of my ears, probably probably fighting all the wax.
Yeah.
But they fall out of my ears sometimes. And my one microphone, you can look at the mesh, it has like a ding on it, and I'm like, it's gotta be what it is, right?
Right.
So I'm like, fuck, download the Apple support app. And I'm looking in there, and there's like, oh, hey, it's an AirPod first gen or AirPod Pro first gen fucking thing that if it's within 3 years of the manufacturing date, you might be able to get a new pair. And I'm like, oh, well, shit, let me go to the Apple store. So I set up an appointment, went to the mall, which I hate.
Right.
And, she's like, oh, okay, well, let me take them in the back here and we'll test them. And I'm just wandering around and I'm picking up stuff. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, because everything's so expensive now, especially the Apple store,
Yeah.
Although on a side note, they have this little printer. You remember, I can't remember the brand. They basically came out with new Polaroids, but they're like mini pictures.
Oh, yeah.
That same company has a tiny printer now that can hook up to any phone and just print out pictures. I thought that was cool. Took a picture and sent it to Michelle because I thought she'd dig it.
Yeah.
Regardless. So yeah, she comes out and she's like, yeah, I got some bad news for you. I'm like, oh, what's that? And she's like, well, both your earbuds are coming up staticky. It's just one's way worse than the other. Because, it was like, well, if we have to replace one earbud, that's like $80.
Yeah.
Two is like 170, but she's like, well, for a brand new pair, it's $250. I'm like, yeah, I'll just deal with it. I'm good. Yeah. I mean, I've been kind of looking at over the ear ones anyway, with what's been going on with my dumb head, but I'm definitely, I can't, $500 for AirPod Max. Fuck off. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. No,
that's
I'd
way out of my price range. You know?
Yeah.
So I
check out like those Raycon ones or whatever.
I tried on Leah's and they're super comfortable. They feel great. They sound good, but they don't support transparency mode.
Oh, okay.
But Beats, Apple owns Beats now,
right?
And they play nice with iPhones,
right?
So I don't know. I've been kind of looking at some of the Beats headphones, and they're still not super cheap. But I like if I had to scratch at the time, I found a pair of like the new studio ones, like the Beats Studio 3 from like Walmart for like $160.
Yeah.
And people that I've been watching a ton of reviews on them, they're like, yeah, the sound and stuff is comparable to the AirPod Max, but the build quality's not there. And like the controls and stuff, but I don't really care about that. I just need headphones.
Right.
But man, good headphones are expensive, bro.
Yeah, I know.
And
they have been for a long time.
I know. I love having like nice headphones. And I mean, I'm not mad at my AirPods. I've had them for a long time. I use them every day. Literally every day I use them. So I got my money out of them. I can't complain.
Yeah.
But I'm just, I'm not, wow. It hurt my feelings that they're turning their back on me. I give them so much love.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, you also subjected them to all that disgusting shit in your ears. Dude, so,
you're not wrong.
A mutiny was coming.
Yeah, I can't, like, I was thinking, I was like, oh, well, AirPods Max, these things have been out for a while. Still $500.
Yeah.
And they're what, like 2 or 3 years old, maybe even older now?
Yeah, I think the best chance you would have is I don't know that there's like a second gen on them or
It's
so
just the OG
you know how
ones,
it
and
is,
that's
like,
it.
yeah, so when then a new gen comes out, usually the previous ones discount a little bit. Otherwise, the best chance you'd have would be to buy like a refurb pair or something like that.
But at the same time, I'm like with my AirPods, you stick them in your ear or whatever. I don't really want to go to the grocery store with like $500 headphones on.
That's my thing too, because those I've talked about this before because of the scarcity mindset of I don't like to flash anything that's a money item because I don't want anyone to go, ooh, I should rob this guy. Basically, that's the way my brain works. Having those, I've seen so many damn videos of people just snatching them and taking off.
Oh yeah,
because they're wireless, so you just grab them and run, and there's nothing the person can really do, and I just have this paranoia that that's what's going to happen in the grocery store is someone's going to grab my $500 headphones and run.
For sure. Yeah, exactly, right? That's kind of where I'm at too.
Whereas my AirPods, they'd have to like sneak up behind me and snake them out of my ear. It's a little harder.
Then even then, you're not getting much done without a case, son.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like it's not likely you're going to do a whole lot there.
Yeah, that's kind of my other thing is I'm like, well, maybe I should get like earbuds again and just be more wary of my ears. But like, I'll take these off real quick so I won't be able to hear you. But like the cups on these are like shredded up. It's like I really do need like new headphones.
No, do you know why? It's you and I both have made a key mistake in these is that they make covers for those.
Yeah, but Brian,
that are like dirt
cheap. Dude, I like I'm all about the raw dogging.
Oh, I know. But what should have happened is you and I should have like went on Amazon and gone halvesies on because it's like not much, and gotten a pack of like 1,000 of them.
I mean,
and then just had them forever. I mean, we still could, but
I mean, to be fair, these weren't super. These were like maybe $60 headphones or something. They weren't super expensive,
right?
But man,
I'm wearing the ones that Heno got for me when my last ones died.
Oh, right.
But it's like it's the same thing on the insides. And I was thinking about it the other night because I'm wearing my Turtle Beach headset for gaming, and it's still in pretty nice shape. And I was like, I really should get some of those covers for this before these start to rot.
Right.
Because worst case scenario, if this set dies, I could always switch to my Turtle Beach ones because the microphone I have on it actually unscrews from it. So I can completely take the microphone off and not have a microphone, just use them as, headset. But
you're right, Brian. I should buy those new Sony Pulses for my PlayStation and use my Turtle Beaches down here.
There you go.
Wait, I'm still buying like $200 headphones.
Fine. Listen, it's an investment.
An investment in my future.
Yeah.
Once again, if those things weren't so expensive, I'd be all over those too. But
yeah, right.
Ah, man. Well, it's all right. I just gotta, start slinging crack on the side or something.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's pretty much going to be everyone's side hustle the way things have been going.
Shit, I better get into something else if everyone's slinging crack.
Well, or get in early.
Or
that way
you're right.
Establish,
that's true. I gotta get a footprint.
Right. Yeah. Establish your brand before everybody gets in the door.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh man.
So head on over to saltylanguagecrack.com.
Exactly. Hell yes, son.
Just for clarity, not affiliated with our OnlyFans.
No, not
different kind
not
of
yet. No one wants to see that.
No.
Now, see, since I hit stop recording on my end because I suck, I have no idea when we're at in the show. Because in my eyes, we got 9 minutes in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're at looks like 48.
Okay, so I was like, I'm leaving it on you to watch the time now, my guy.
No, we're okay. So I have two things I wanted to talk about.
Let's do it
Tonight. One was something Garrett sent to me, which was apparently Little Caesars has got a new item.
Oh God, what are we gonna?
Called Hot and Ready Crazy Puffs.
What? Hot
and they're you get 4 handheld pizza puffs, which have mozzarella, pepperoni, and pizza sauce, buttery garlic flavored drizzle, Italian herb and Parmesan seasoning, I'm sorry, Parmesan if you're a Rick and Morty fan. And you get 4 of them for $3.99 between the hours of 4 and 8. So Garrett and I were talking about this, and it's like for $4 you get 4 of these things. It's like, how small are these things, you think?
You can make these in a fucking muffin tin.
Oh, 100%. Little pizza dough, the blah, blah, blah. Yeah. These would be stupid easy to make yourself, for sure.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, though. If I'm at a bar and I see, like, these on a menu for $5, I'm like, yeah, I'll get some of those and a beer.
Yeah.
That sounds good, you know?
Yeah. So, but I was like, one of these times if I see them, because they launched on the 11th of March. Today we're recording, it's the 13th. So I don't know if they're available everywhere yet or not, but I was like, if so, I need to, grab and order these just to give them a try, because I'm very curious. Because the cool part is you're going to get that nice buttery crust all around the thing. I mean, similar to like a pan pizza, right?
I'm not going to lie. They look tasty.
They look tasty. But they got to be tiny, right? Like, they can't be very big.
They can't be.
I mean, and really, a hot and ready is what, $7? I mean, you'd be better off throwing another $4 or $3 and getting another hot and ready, probably. But I'll for sure try these for science. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to look at, YouTube thumbnails of people that tried them for size, and it's really hard to tell because everyone puts the box like way close, and then they're making a stupid YouTube face behind it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so I can't really tell the size, but
my guess is mini muffin size.
Yeah, they're definitely not going to be like Costco muffin size.
No, God, no. Those would be like $100, even
exactly.
Caesars.
But I'm not going to lie. I love the idea of pizza muffins, dude.
I know, right? That's why when I saw them, like when Garrett sent that to me, one of the first things I thought of was similar to what you said, which was, dude, you could do these at home.
How have I never thought of this?
You don't even have to buy like pizza dough. I mean, you could just buy like 2 biscuits and do this.
Oh, yeah.
Pizza dough would probably crisp up a little better, but it's like, these would be tasty to do at home though, because you could load them with whatever you want instead of just all being the same, basically.
Hell yeah, son.
Because it doesn't look like you get options as far as what's in them. It looks like there's like 2 pieces of pepperoni, and So I said, judging by how the pepperoni fits in there, I'm guessing they're a little bigger than a piece of pepperoni. Yeah. So that's why I said I figure mini muffin type size. Because they look like the small cornbreads you'd get from places.
Yes, they do. Now I notice I've got 2 different ads here on my screen. Yeah. One says $4.99 Crazy Puffs. One says $3.99 Crazy Puffs.
Well, I wonder if maybe regular price is $4.99, but from 4 to 8, maybe they're $3.99 or something, like their happy hours.
Like a Little Caesars happy hour.
Yes. Well, it's like a lot of their stuff, like some of their specials, they'll have it to where it's included in the hot and ready concept.
Yeah.
Between the hours of 4 and 8, which all that means is they just keep cranking them out.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I wish my nephew still worked at Little Caesars because I could probably get the hookup. But
yeah, it definitely looks like just like pepperoni, cheese, and 85% chance of hot diarrhea.
I like those.
I like these odds.
Real quick side note. Have you seen what's it called? The Chizza that KFC has? It's basically a chicken breast with like sauce and cheese and pepperoni on it.
Hold on, I'm checking it out.
Like, it's funny because they're pushing it, like it's a
where's my fucking, there it is.
I can't think what it's called. But it's basically like kind of like a chicken parm almost.
It's definitely not Chizza. I don't know who Chizza is, but she's got nice yammers.
Chizza. All right. Well,
Chizza. Oh, there it is. Chizza. The Chizza. The Rizza. The Ghostface Killer.
So it looks like they take a chicken breast. They just put some sauce, cheese, and pepperoni on it.
See, now we're fucking talking. Now we're talking, Brian. Oh, I just chopped the cord.
Right.
Dude, I need to get some red bag chicken and make some cheese.
I was just gonna say that is like this is for sure a make it home situation,
You know, dude, you know what I did?
There's nothing fancy
you
about
know what
this.
I did over the weekend, Brian? You know,
made love to a red bag chicken.
No, because red bag chicken's got breading, and I've been trying to go no carbs, no sugars for March.
Oh, I forgot.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Except for the noodles and the chicken noodle soup I made over the weekend, because chicken noodle soup.
Well, you just got to start buying like chickpea noodles or something.
Fuck that noise. I need egg noodles, son.
Yeah, I understand. That's the right.
But you remember me talking about the chaffle? Okay.
Yes.
So it's a keto snack for those not in the know. You take an egg, 2 eggs, and mozzarella cheese. You mix them together and you throw it on a waffle iron, and a waffle comes out. It's insane, right?
Right.
So what I did is I did this, and I threw Italian seasoning in it, right?
Nice.
Pulled it out of the waffle iron, and then I topped that shit with sauce, pepper, and cheese, and I put it under the broiler. And it was delicious.
Okay, I mean that'll work.
And
it blows my mind how it blows my mind going to the stores at times, like seeing some of the shit that is keto that has really like shown up to where now it's like in a package. Like I remember people talking about making cheese wraps to where they literally kind of make their own. And now you can just go buy cheese wraps. To where it's just giant pieces of cheese basically that you can roll a sandwich in basically.
For sure.
And it's like, I was like, that sounds delicious, but also I probably don't need that much cheese.
It says who?
Yeah. Well, I guess, which is worse for me, right? All that cheese or all that bread? I mean, take your pick, I guess, right?
I mean, I kind of want to get like a chicken breast and pound it like thin like this, You
do? Yeah.
And just make it. I mean, dude, you remember me telling you that I made chicken breast pizza crust once?
Yeah.
And that shit was fucking awesome. It was so good.
Yeah. That's what, honestly, that was the first thing I thought of when I saw the commercial for this. Was it reminded me of when you did that almost. And then the second thought I had was, I've got red bag chicken, but I don't have any pepperoni.
Oh, this would definitely be a good move, I think.
Although you wouldn't have to go pepperoni either. I mean, you could go bacon. Bacon be delicious on there too. So, yeah. But when I saw it, I was like, I wonder what they charge for it, though. I didn't look at that because I don't care that much. But, it's probably like $6 or something. But it's like one piece of chicken. It's like it shouldn't be probably what it costs.
See here. I'm going to check it out. Let me look at their website.
All right.
It's just their actual website. It's like I need a local store, son.
Yeah, you need like an app or something like that.
Locations. Oh, Africa. Okay. Yeah,
that's close. Let me see in their ad if it says. Probably not, because it probably varies from location to location.
USA. We're dialing it in.
All right.
I got like it's like Zoom enhanced mode going. We're doing some CSI chicken shit.
Right. Chizza.
The Ghostface Killer again. Special offer. It's got to be special offers.
I would think
regular
so, yeah.
Chizza combo. Or let's go with just the regular Chizza. Oh wait, they also have a small Chizza.
Was that probably cut in half?
Judging by the calorie counts, yes, because it's exactly the half amount of calories as a regular.
Okay, so that's probably what it is then. Why would you get half? Why wouldn't you get a whole one? You can always reheat the other half later.
I know, right? Oh, people.
I mean, I guess if you don't have the money.
People watch are gonna know my zip code now. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
You're gonna be getting so much KFC garbage to your phone and your house.
Schedule an order from this one that I'm definitely not gonna finish up on. All right. Chizza.
that look says it all, man. I'm gonna go $10.
$10.
Fuck.
What?
That's way too much, dude. You can get a red bag chicken for what, $7.99? A jar of sauce is like $2, and a bag of pepperoni is probably a couple of dollars, and you can make them for a week.
So it's 2 extra crispy boneless chicken fillets topped with marinara cheese and a kick of pepperoni.
Okay, so it's two pieces of chicken then. Okay, I thought it was going to be like one breast.
Yeah,
for
the
whole
picture
thing.
shows 1, but I guess it's 2.
Okay, That's not as bad for $10, but
Still,
still.
oh, I can customize it. What can I customize it with? Oh, regular mozzarella, regular or no?
Why would you say
I should
no?
just do no everything. Just a chicken fillet.
Yeah, I'll have a Chizza. Hold the sauce, pepperoni, and cheese.
Well, now I got to know, Brian. What's the combo then?
Well, it's probably like potato or fries and.
Oh yeah.
I've had their fries. I've heard they do their fries in the same kind of stuff that they do their chicken in, which sounds delicious.
I mean, the combo's only $3 more for a fries and a drink.
Yeah, you might as well just go whole hog.
Dude. Just taste a KFC meal for $20. Fried chicken, man. I've been craving it. I should not be on this website.
No, especially not if you're trying to. Well, you could do your keto chicken with your pork rinds.
But I gotta make it myself, bro.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, you can't really buy keto.
Or I can go to KFC and spend $30 to get 50 nuggets.
You're right. That's for sure.
That's the move. Is that the biggest nugget pack you can get?
Oh, God.
Yep, 50 nuggets.
Dude, like Wendy's had, I think, like a bucket of nuggets at one point or something like that. Like it was some giant amount of nuggets that, and I was just like, this is the move right here.
Hell yeah, dude.
Just give me like 75 nuggets.
Dude, there's gonna be one weekend where I'm just gonna be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm doing it.
Here's what we do is we go get us a 30 rack of Busch Light and a 30 rack of nuggies, or a $30 nuggies.
All right, so what you're saying, Brian, is we need like $75.
Yeah,
so we
probably
get 100 nuggies and a 30 rack of Busch.
Yeah. Totally worth it.
And then we just have a nuggie party.
Yeah.
We'll call it Nuggie Cast, Patreon exclusive.
Yeah. Nuggalooza.
Nuggalooza, yep. Yes. Oh my God, that sounds like the most amazing / terrible time.
Yeah, I wonder how many nuggets you get in before you just start going, what am I doing? I'm regretting life. I don't know, man.
Point. Sometimes fried chicken, I can go hard in the paint.
That's what I'm saying, right? Is it, and you know, if the nugs are good, I mean, you could just keep going because you don't realize how full you're getting because they're not a lot at a time.
I don't know how big their nuggets are. I've never had a KFC nugget, and the pictures are deceiving. But I feel like if you set down a 50 pack in front of me,
I'm gonna put some damage.
There's gonna be some hurting going on. Yeah, on both parties. It's collateral damage for sure.
For sure, yeah. Your colon.
Oh my God.
And for sure that bucket of nugs.
Yeah, but good Lord.
See, this is where it'd be great if we had more, a bigger fan base and stuff to where you could get somebody to sponsor this because we could for sure record this.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If we got an email message or a Facebook message or something that was like, yeah, I'll buy you guys nuggets.
Yeah.
I will be like, all right, I guess we're eating nuggets tonight.
We'll figure out the beer.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
That's only like $10 for 100 Busch Lights or whatever. So
that's true.
Anyway, so the other thing I have was, I'm sure you've heard about this. Did you see that Mike Tyson and Jake Paul are going to fight on Netflix? Because Netflix is trying to really get into live sports. Like, it's why, I don't know if you saw it, Netflix outbid everybody to get WWE Raw.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so Raw is actually going to be on Netflix later in the year or early next year. I can't remember exactly when.
That's weird.
Yeah, real weird.
I saw that and I heard all the stupid rules.
Well, I read today that a lot of the stupid rules are not gonna happen.
Oh, thank God. Ariel
Helwani reported that basically, like, no helmets. They're not wearing the different gloves. They're doing this like a real. Let's rephrase. They're making this seem like a real boxing match. The problem I have with any of the fights that the Paul brothers are in is that I feel like there's like a clause in there that's maybe an unspoken clause that's basically like, hey, don't knock me out.
Right.
Because nobody's come close. And you can't tell me, there's no way in hell these guys are that great at boxing. They can keep fighting these guys. And it's like, dude, I don't care how old Mike Tyson is. I don't fucking want to take a punch from him.
Have you seen the videos of him training?
Yeah, he's 58, or he will be 58 at the time of the fight. I believe.
Yeah, I
still wouldn't step in a ring with him. He'll kill you. And I don't care if Jake Paul has fought blah, blah, blah. This is a real fighter. This isn't an MMA guy who's decided to learn boxing.
Yeah.
This is a dude who knows how to fucking knock you out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And this isn't like fun-loving weed Mike Tyson that everyone's got to know in the past few years. He's it's like God of War came back. It's like Kratos woke up again, you know?
Yeah. It's almost like from the videos, if they're legit and everything, it almost looks like he's like, I've got something to prove, even though he absolutely does not.
No, of course he has. Tyson's got zero proof.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of hope Jake Paul gets some sort of moderate brain damage from this.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? Everyone that buys the fight's or not buys it because it's gonna be on Netflix. Unless they're doing a pay-per-view through Netflix, which I don't think they're doing. I think it's just gonna be on Netflix.
I will definitely be watching it.
Yeah, people will watch it because that's the biggest reason. Is they're absolutely hoping that Tyson knocks his head off. And I'm almost not gonna lie. I almost think that would be the best result because all their fights so far, it's like every time I look at them, I'm like, y'all are suckers, man. It's like everybody who pays for their fights are suckers because it's like nobody's knocking. Look at Floyd Mayweather. I know Mayweather's not known for being a knockout artist, but you're going to tell me he's not going to really be able to take apart one of those guys? I don't buy that for a second.
100%.
He's one of the greatest boxers ever.
Yeah.
And you're going to tell me he's just going to go rounds with a dude? I don't buy that, I don't buy that they are that good. I mean, they're athletic and everything, and they're fine, whatever. But I just don't buy that they're that level. If they are, fucking prove it. Get into real boxing, with real boxers.
Yes.
Take on guys that are in your weight class. Obviously, I mean, I'm not saying take on like Tyson Fury or something, but take on guys in your weight class that are the top of the game because they can offer a payday that these guys can't get in regular boxing.
Yeah, that's kind of my hang up here is like both the Paul brothers, like you said, it's all like gimmick fights. And even this is a gimmick fight because Tyson's almost 60.
Right. So if Tyson loses, people will go, well, he's 60. And if Tyson wins, everyone goes, well, duh, he's Mike Tyson.
Dude, I've been
there's no real risk in this.
The best video I saw I saw it on TikTok, and it was like a guy commenting on it, and they just showed Jake Paul training, and it's like punch, 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 and then it's Tyson. It's like pow 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 pow. And then it just ends with Tyson in a big ass bee costume, like dancing, which is just hilarious to me. There's an older video of Tyson. It's like 2 or 3 years old, where it shows him with the dude. The guy's got the pads for him to hit, and he's swinging and everything, and he's swinging like with the quickness, and he's just missing the guy. Like you can tell he's deliberately not punching the guy. That's the control he's got. And that's why it was like, listen, there was a ton of criticism of Tyson back in the day when he was, boxing all the time, that basically his footwork wasn't as good as it needed to be. He basically was a power dude. He just stand in front of you and try to knock you the fuck out. That was what he did. Whereas, that's why when people are like, oh, Mayweather could take him apart. And it's like, maybe he could because Mayweather has better footwork, right? But it's one of those. It reminds me of the talk about like Foreman back in the day, which was if he catches you, he's dropping you. He's not fast, but he's got like a brick for a left hand. I have seen some clips of Tyson slipping some pretty good punches, though.
That's what I'm saying. Is it's like he's a legit puncher. Like he knows, it's not. I mean, this isn't like I said. These MMA guys, their boxing is way different than the angles are different than boxing. Yes. So when they go learn boxing, they're still novices. It's similar to like when Conor McGregor took on Floyd Mayweather, which again is a gimmick fight. And I know, I think Mayweather just didn't knock his ass out because he was being nice. But plus there's no money in it, right? Like if it goes rounds or a long time, then there's a chance of selling a second fight. And, it's, regular boxing has enough of that in it. Like, I don't know if you remember Pacquiao Mayweather, and it was like, people were like, what the fuck? And I'm like, like, you're buying right into it, man. It's no different than pro wrestling. I mean, the only difference is the outcome is allegedly not predetermined.
Allegedly.
Because I feel like those two guys are probably going to box, but they also know what a knockout shot typically is going to be. They can pinpoint a punch. You know what I mean? Like, you can just not hit someone where you need to. Again, look at pro wrestling, right? They know how to throw a kick to where it looks realistic, but you're not actually typically going to knock a dude out with it, And I think boxers know that too. They know where to put a punch kind of thing. So, it's like, having said that, I mean, there's all sorts of gimmick in this, but like you said, it's like, if it's on Netflix and I don't have to pay any extra, I'll probably tune
for sure.
I'm
just, so I legitimately hope old Tyson comes out of its like dark cave and he just mops the floor of his dude.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, that's what everybody wants, because like the Paul brothers both have such punchable faces. Everybody wants to see them get comeuppance because they're such pieces of shit. It's just like, even in WWE, Logan Paul's in WWE now, and he gets tons of heat on him, but it's not necessarily because he's great on a microphone. Like, he's good when he has a predetermined promo to do, but they put him on commentary, and they put a dude named Kevin Owens, who's a wrestler, on commentary, and Kevin Owens just ate him alive on that mic. And I was like, whoever's idea that was did not do Logan Paul anything.
You're fired.
He's not funny. He's not witty, and that exposed him big time. And that's, typically not what you want to do. But it's like, that it's like, well, of course this dude's a heel. Like, when they first brought him in, they were trying to push him as a baby face, and I'm like, this is never gonna work. Like, he's too hated by so many people, and he's just gonna get heat because he's a piece of shit.
Right.
Like, just lean into it and be a heel, man. That's, that's probably more fun anyway. I'd much rather be a heel in wrestling than a baby face.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because you can basically say whatever the fuck you want as a heel. Baby face, you gotta be careful and not insult people. Like,
yeah, I want that old Tyson where he talk about eating babies and shit.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I hope that Tyson shows up. That's why I said, it's like, I don't expect a knockout, because these fights never have really a knockout in them. I think there's been, out of all their fights, I think there's only been one where there was, and I think it was a TKO. I don't think it was actually knocked the dude the fuck out.
You know what I get the vibe from Tyson is? He's like that old gunslinger that's just done killing, but he's got to go pick up his guns again.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're right. I think that's the story. If I'm doing a promo package for this, the way that like pro wrestling does promo packages, that's what I'm doing. I'm totally selling it as he's the old gunslinger coming back.
It's completely in the, not the newest God of War, but the 2016 one where Kratos rips up the floor of his house to get the blades of chaos, because he's like, he doesn't want to do it.
Just when I thought I was out.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. That's why I said I'd for sure put together that promo package, because I think that would really help push the, because it gives you another narrative to it other than just like, obviously Tyson's the baby face in this fight,
Yeah,
like, he's the one that's going to be
which is weird.
Yeah.
I mean, he was always over, but he always seemed like the villain,
Yeah. No one wants to see Tyson get knocked out. Everybody wants to see Jake Paul get knocked out here. Yeah.
Brutally knocked out.
Yeah. Maybe even multiple times, like knocked out hard a couple times.
Yeah,
and then
like I want his DNA to get fractured.
Yeah. All right. Well, so that's the stories I got. So let's jump over to the Q of the
Q to Dubs. Last week we asked you guys if you could teleport around the world, where's your first destination? Obviously not Instagram. Thanks, people. But on FacePage, Diamond Top fan Jeff from Hobie, he says Brisbane, Australia. Crikey.
Brisbane,
Brisbane, or is it Brisbane, or is it
Brisbane?
Right is mine.
No, it's definitely not that.
Stephanie Menard, she says Florence, Italy, and then Heart Eyes. She must love it.
Yeah, I guess.
Diamond Top fan, also of Hobie, Jason Brigger. How did he become a Diamond Top fan? Who allowed this?
I know.
New Zealand.
Okay.
Hey, our Lord and Savior, Mark from Tangent Bound, says, I'd take my wife to Prague. She's always wanted to go.
I guess that's
now,
a good
we
reason.
didn't say anything about teleporting people with you.
I mean, you ain't wrong.
Just saying.
That's true.
Brenda, she says, and it's the one answer I really like because it's hilarious. Back to the womb and give it another go.
I mean, I don't think you're gonna get to like resize yourself though. That's gonna be brutal on your mother. Yeah.
The boys, anyone?
Yeah.
Kiki, Diamond Top fan Kiki. Sorry, proper respects. Italy, Greece, and all over Scandinavia. And then another Diamond Top fan. Finally, he can get his kimono. Dev, Japan.
Yes, get an authentic
in fact,
one.
I better let him know that that's what he's doing.
No knockoffs. He can finally get himself a legit kimono.
Legit kimono.
Mm-hmm.
God, I can't fucking type, bro. That's all I got over here, though.
All right. Well, on Twitter, our pal Gord Poutine responded with on the ISS wearing a gorilla suit.
Yes.
Which I'm sure they would appreciate that.
They would.
And then, of course, Cheeto sent in, and he says he would teleport to where we are because we got some Baltica to drink.
Oh, God. I mean, but we do, but oh, God.
He says salty selections work. It's so ingrained into me to go to work and probably end up there. Fuck. And he says next door to Derek's house, we got to talk about this teleportation thing and drink beers. Also, I'm incredibly lazy. Now, see, that's a man after my own heart, you know, as I've told the story before of, you know, having the stereo that had the remote when I would sit directly next to it and use the remote.
Oh, I'm not going to. If I had teleportation powers, do you think when we're done here, I would be like, well, time to stand up all achy and creaky and shuffle up the stairs? No, I'd just be like, bam, right in the bed.
Yeah, exactly. I appreciate the night crawlers.
Of course. That is the sound of teleportation in my book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Agreed. It's funny because when you say teleportation around a geek, you know, it's like, do you fall into the X-Men category or do you fall into the Star Trek category?
Depends on my mood. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, right. Because I always think about it more like Star Trek. And then the more I think about it, it's like, I'd much rather have Nightcrawler's power because although it's limited by, it's got to be a place he can visualize, I believe. But also, you're not completely, you know, with Star Trek, it's like scattering atoms.
Yeah, right.
And there's been some mishaps.
Or
you know,
what about the Doctor Strange? Just make a door and then just walk through it.
Oh, okay, yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
actually.
Right. That's one's for more show too.
Yeah, I guess really, you know, and then there's of course, you know, Rick and Morty too. I mean, they go wherever.
It's true.
Gun. So
many options.
So many. All right. 1 through 12.
5.
5 on it. All right. What is an album that you love? I may allow you to go song instead, but that you love is completely out of your normal music taste. I mean, I know it's Adele. You can go ahead and say.
Okay, I got one, and it's an album. It'd be Johnny Cash, Folsom City, or Folsom Penitentiary, not Folsom City.
Right, something about penetration,
yes,
right?
Because I really don't like country music, but I do like Johnny Cash, and I have that vinyl, and it's terrific. So,
okay, fair enough. Yeah. Man, I don't know. That's a tough. it's tough because like like I don't listen to a lot of like jazz and blues type stuff, but um shit, I can't think now. I'm totally blanking on the fucking.
Is it feces and smoke?
How'd you know? No. Um no, that's not it. What the hell am I thinking of?
I don't know. Can you describe it?
No, I mean um the first one that popped into my head, which I was wondering if you would say would have been I don't remember the name of the album, but the one that Amy Winehouse had that was huge.
Oh, I mean that's I have that one too. That's solid. Yeah,
because that's a really solid record.
I don't go to be back in black. Amy Winehouse, Back in Black, and not
right.
That is actually a really good album, and that's out of my wheelhouse too.
Yeah,
so, yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah,
but
that's I haven't listened to it in a while. Now I kind of want to.
Damn it, I cannot think of. Well, I can't even think. Oh shit, I don't remember now. But it's a Coltrane album, but I can't think of the name of the album.
I have no idea.
But another one would be well, not see I was gonna the problem is like in my head nothing's really that far out unless I go into country. Country's the only genre that I'm generally like about across the board. So like even pop music, there's plenty of albums in pop music that I've enjoyed over the years.
This is actually kind of a hard question because I tend to celebrate lots of genres of music myself.
Yeah.
Like if you were to be like, well, what's a modern country? I'd be like, I have no idea.
Yeah, right.
Because I mean, I'm not a huge fan of like electronic music, but I also don't hate it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can listen to it. I mean, I don't know. I'm a weirdo, Brian. Jesus, you just open up the arc reactor again?
Oh, I totally
Don't stare at the light. Close your eyes. Meanwhile, all the Nazis die around you.
Yeah. That's the name of it. Damn it. I could not figure out Love Supreme. That's the name of the damn thing.
That's also the name of the combo of the Chizza and French fries, the Love Supreme.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Because it's a great album, and I used to listen to, I think we had like a video of it or something at the, when I worked at Hollywood Video, and I used to put it in. It was nice and, relaxing and shit. But
nice and mellow and chill.
Yeah, because it was like I said, I was thinking about other genres, and I can't really dip into too many without going, oh well, actually I like this and this and this from different artists. Because like even if I go into like
so I just went with the first thing that popped in my head.
Yeah, well, it's like if I think of like another one that popped in my head was like What's Going On by Marvin Gaye.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, but I love that kind of music. So I can't really say that's outside my comfort zone.
Like legit, you gave me a better answer because Amy Winehouse is probably more out of my wheelhouse than Johnny Cash is.
Yeah.
But right. I mean, I could listen to Amy Winehouse album all the time. It's so good.
I could too.
It's so good.
That's why I said, like, I can't lie. I've listened to it a few times. It is good. Like, it was one of those that, like, that was the kind of thing that, like, some of those songs came on and I was like, I'm not going to change the station or whatever back when it was on the radio, because it was like, I actually dig this.
Yeah. She was super talented. Really weird documentary too, if you've ever watched it.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you're like, huh? Then no wonder she drank herself to death, basically. Yeah.
It's sad.
It is, because she was talented.
All right. Well, there you go. So once again, the question is, what's an album that you love that is completely out of your normal music taste?
Just what you got.
Yeah. So, all right. Well,
plugging it up.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Oh, where did it go? There it is. Oh, sorry. Well, no, it's like we got I want to do. We haven't done a word of the week in a while, so I'm going to do a quick one here. And this one, this one is Cocknose.
That's fair.
Yeah. So it's looking all right. According to what the hell? Oh, okay.
According to what the hell?
Oh my God. Yeah, it was like there's an entrance from from Muppet Wiki on here. I was like, what?
You know, he's a lesser known roadie of the Electric Teeth or whatever, the Electric Mayhem. Cocknose.
He keeps him nice and pleasured. Oh, okay. That they're not Muppets. Why are they even mentioned down there? That's a load of shit. Anyway, Urban Dictionary says cocknose is to Eskimo kiss a dick.
I mean, I guess.
But I don't think that's more of what it is. I think it's more of this one, which is an idiot, moron, wanker, or just somebody you hate.
Also a Dick Tracy villain. Cocknose just knocked off a bank.
Well, that's literally what the next one is, like Muppet like floor manager and studio runner on Avid Marian's Bo Selecta, who allegedly has an ear where his cock should be, and he has a cock where his nose should be.
Wow, he listens out of his groin, huh?
I guess that'd be weird. Like, you know, speak into my groin.
Got one of those big brass fucking funnels in his zipper. I can't hear.
Yeah. Like, listen, I'm not falling for that again. Like, no, I tell you, my cock's in my face.
Look, it's right here.
Yeah. Like, clearly, I'm not hiding anything. Like, all right.
Oh, God, imagine when he sneezes.
Oh.
Oh, God. People getting pregnant.
Pregnant people. Yeah, exactly. All right. So there you go.
Beauty.
Cocknose.
Beauty.
Enjoy calling all your friends cocknoses.
Naturally. As is tradition.
Correct. You know what else is tradition? Heading over to saltylanguage.com and clicking all the links.
There it is.
And head on over to tangentboundnetwork.com to listen to other shows in our network. And also, if you need a network for your podcast, come join us over there. And if you talk to Mark, I don't know, what do you got for Mark this week?
Tell him I'll meet him in Prague.
Nice. Have your rendezvous in Prague. That's the name of your movie.
Leave the ladies at home. We'll double team a baguette.
Oh my. I'm just picturing the ad box for that movie, you know.
Naturally.
One of you on either side of a baguette.
Hell yeah.
With the, oh shit, I just got caught fucking a baguette look. All right. Well, there you go. Yeah. If you want to reach out to us on the socials, you can find us on Twitter at salty_language. You can find me on various socials at Stunon.
You can find me on Instagram at Mutiny. TikTok is at Salty Language. If you're watching this, Salty Language Pod. If you don't want to listen, or if you want to watch this,
if you don't want to listen, just turn it on YouTube and hit the mute.
Anyway, give us a like, give us a subscribe. It helps. Comment, whatever. If you really want to help the show, patreon.com/saltylanguage. We got new shit coming up on there every week, which we're going to tease it, Brian. You said you got it covered. What are we doing this week?
Oh, shit. We're doing thing with the best-selling game on each Nintendo console.
That sounds sexy. All right, so coming up for Patreon this week is the best-selling game on Nintendo for each console. I bet you there's going to be a lot of Mario.
You would think.
And then I forgot to put it on there. Shit. I was going to plug the Discord, but I haven't put it up there yet. Yeah, we got Discord going. We have 3 members, Brian, myself, and our friend Garrett. Join us on the Discord.
Yeah.
And Brian, you also got a side thing.
I do. It's called The Crazy Life. It's with me and our pal Heno. And we talk about mental health issues and journeys through life and just trying to be better people and all that kind of stuff, what's happened. The last episode, I talked about kind of self-reflection, and Heno talked about his recent cruise that he went on. And yeah, was a good time. So go check it out if you're into that. If you would, we'd appreciate it.
Beautiful.
And yeah, I think with that, have a Chizza, you'll be fine.
Dude, have 50 nuggets in a 30 rack, you'll be fine.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Also stay salty.